Hey guys, welcome back to Tech 702. Mike here. Today we're going to do a little bit of a different video because I'm sick of answering all the same damn questions. This video and the series of videos I'm making right now is all about crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Dogecoin, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to take it from the beginning. What the hell is all this? Why is it here? How do we trade it? How do we make accounts? The questions that I endlessly answer all day long in DMs. I'm now just going to send this link out. So even if you know about crypto, if you want somebody to learn the basics, shoot them this series of videos, share it with them, and hopefully it answers most of the new beginner questions. As I move forward, I'm not going to go crazy into what you should buy, what you shouldn't buy, and stuff like that, but I'll get to how you determine that, groups you can join to find out those answers, stuff like that. So to start out, I've been involved with crypto since about 2016. Bitcoin, first Bitcoin I bought I think was like $1,200 or $1,300, and I've been on scene since then. I'm not a millionaire. This is not investment advice, not financial advice by any means, so let me just get that disclaimer out there. Not saying you should invest in this, not saying you shouldn't. I'm just telling you how, if you want to, and explaining how it works. So I've made thousands and thousands of dollars off of probably about $3,000 I've roughly put into it initially, and I've made many times over that money. Now I will say this with a caveat. Everybody claims they know what they're doing. They claim they're an expert. It's a bull market. Everybody makes money in a bull market, right? It doesn't matter. In fact, I'll go so far as to point this out. While I've made many times, thousands of times over my money, I can tell you this. If I had just left it alone and done nothing, no swing trading, no buying low and selling high and talking and chopping up and team no sleep and getting up at 3 in the morning to trade, if I had done absolutely nothing, I would have an additional $200,000 today. That's just to give you an idea of what a bull market is. If I had just done nothing the last 6 years and my Digibyte, my Doge, my Bitcoin, my Litecoin, if everything I had purchased the first time I bought it, I just left it, I would have had an additional $200,000. So that's just keeping it 100 with you guys. If you keep this stuff for long enough and you buy it early on, you get in an ICO, something like that, it's going to be profitable for you. And if you don't know what you're doing, just buy it and hold the damn thing. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so let's get into this. What the hell is cryptocurrency? Now, it's important that you understand cryptocurrency is a form of digital currency, but it's not the same thing as just digital currency. Cryptocurrency utilizes a secure network spread across the entire world. So every transaction that goes through when you buy something with crypto, sometimes they call them tokens, every time you buy something with crypto or you trade it, the purchase or the transaction is verified. So there's multiple points of verification to ensure that no funny business is going on, and that block of coins has an ID number, and while it's somewhat anonymous, it is still verified through what's called the blockchain. And that's how we determine that each transaction is valid, and you make sure your money's going where it's supposed to or your token's going where it's supposed to. So crypto is basically a very secure form of paying for things via platforms, online services, and soon to be at retail services also. In fact, Tesla and other companies are now starting to accept Bitcoin as forms of payment. So we have all these coins. They're made from different companies, different organizations. Some are for fun, some have no value, some have high value. Most of you have heard of Bitcoin. That's like the big dog. You've heard of probably Dogecoin if you're on social media. We'll get into that in a later video. But for now, all you need to know is that if you want to buy one of these coins, whether it's for investing or spending, you need to use what's called an exchange. Now, an exchange works just like a stock exchange. It'll either be an application or a website where you make an account, and when you make an account in there, then you're going to verify your ID, stuff like that. And you can deposit money straight from your bank, and then you convert your cash money, which we call fiat dollars, into crypto. So you can buy Bitcoin, you can buy whatever. Now, typically, Bitcoin and Ethereum are trading pairs, meaning that if you have Bitcoin or Ethereum, you can buy other coins instead of using cash also. It's a little bit more complicated, but as we go along, it'll actually become pretty simple for you. So you need to get on these exchanges. Now, every exchange is different. Some are based in the United States, some are based international. Some you won't be able to get on unless you have a VPN based on where you live. So what's important is that you choose the proper exchange, and the exchange you're going to choose is going to be based on the security and the volume. Each exchange has its own pot of coins because you can only trade with other people on that exchange. So you're not trading Bitcoin from this exchange over here to this exchange over here. It's only within that exchange. So you'll get a little price differentiation between the exchanges. For you, your best bet is to get one with a very high security and a very high volume. I'm going to go into that in the next video about which exchanges and how to set those up. So another important aspect of crypto is it's a 24-hour market. Unlike the US stock exchange, which opens and closes Monday through Friday, yes, there's a little after hours trading, but crypto, we call it team no sleep, it's 24/7. If you buy your stuff and you go to bed and you don't set up protection to sell or stop loss your coins, you're on for the ride for when Asia wakes up and Europe takes over. So it's important to understand that this doesn't stop just because you stop looking at it. It doesn't stop because it's the weekend. Your investment is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and never ends. Now that's an important aspect because you have three major markets. You have the North American market, you have the Asian market, and then you have the European market. The European market doesn't tend to swing it as much because they're in the middle. It's typically the North American market and the Asian market that are the two runs, and they're two different time periods. I'll talk about that in a later video. Okay, so we're gonna go in the next video about how to set up your accounts and how to buy your cryptocurrency. But you're gonna need what's called a wallet, right? You wanna put your money in a wallet. Now there's all kinds of wallets. It can be confusing. After a lot of feedback, I'm gonna do an entire video just on wallets, but I'm gonna go over the basics with you. Most exchanges have an on-site wallet. What that means is anything you buy is stored with them. It's relatively secure if you're using a good exchange, but there's also offline wallets. There's wallets you can use in your cell phone. There's wallets you can secure to your laptop. There's even wallets that are just physical electronic devices with USB plugs that you can buy and keep your coins on that. So when you buy and sell these coins, you're gonna move them between wallets whenever they're not actively on exchanges. That's a whole nother caveat. And then the last thing I wanna talk about is taxes are a little bit weird with this because are they securities? Like what is going on with crypto? There's a lot of stuff in legislation right now, but at the time I'm making this video, you are taxed as capital gains, meaning that if you don't hold the thing you're buying, so if you buy $1,000 of Bitcoin and it turns into $2,000, if you don't hold it for more than a year, you're hit with capital gains tax. So it's something to keep in the back of your mind for you ballers out there that are gonna put thousands and thousands of dollars into this. You're gonna have to be mindful of what you're gonna do for tax planning with this stuff because the government and IRS is paying a lot more attention. So my goal is to keep these videos super short and to the point, so I'll end this introduction with just telling you this. Go download all this stuff I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna throw up on screen right now. All this stuff, most of it is on Android and Apple, both. I'm gonna throw it on there. You'll wanna make some accounts. The next video is gonna be how do you make an account. But for right now, go download these, put them on your phone, start becoming familiar with their use, make an account if you can. By the way, it doesn't cost anything to make an account. So if somebody wants to charge you money or put a credit card just to make an account, you have a pretty good idea you're being scammed right out the gate. So you will have to, in some cases, show your driver's license. That is normal, but you should not have to give banking information until you are ready to make a deposit. So hopefully this introduction was useful to you. We'll get into the meat and potatoes on the next video. Share, subscribe down below so you can catch the new one as it drops. I'm gonna do these boom, boom, boom. And I know it's not pretty and you have to look at my face, but hopefully the information is useful to you. So until next time, go ahead and subscribe down below so you catch the updates. Download all the apps that I showed you on the screen. Share this out to other people that don't know what the hell they're doing because this is gonna get to the nitty gritty without wasting anybody's time and hope it's super useful for you guys. Anything you wanna see in advance, throw in the comments below. Thank you for your guys' time. I'll see you in the next one. I'm out of here.